I'm Jenny Fiedler, and I'm here today with Geoff Tate of the band Queensryche. Thanks for coming.
Nice to be here.
How did you get into Washington wine?
I just grew up in Washington State and tried them and fell in love with the possibilities of what kind of wine we could make.
And so when you were looking to do a wine project in Washington, you got involved with Three Rivers Winery.
Well, actually, I wasn't looking to do a wine project, but I had met Holly Turner and her husband Andy at a wine dinner several years ago, and we got to be friends. And over the years, through trying different wines together, we both realized that we were real fans of French wine, and so I'd bring home bottles from my trips, and she would bring home bottles from her trip, and we'd compare and talk. And one night we were drinking wine, and Holly brought it up and said, "Are you interested in maybe making your own wine?" And I said, "Well, I'd never thought about doing that, but how could I do that? I don't know how to make it." And she said, "Well, why don't you take some courses, and learn about it a little bit, and maybe we can do a project together." In the morning when we sobered up, it sounded like a great idea still, so we did it. We launched into it. That was 5 years ago. What Holly and I wanted to do was try to make a wine that was a Bordeaux style, taking the classic Bordeaux varietals that are grown in Washington and give them our kind of twist, or our kind of signature, I guess.
So the name Insania, can you tell me a little bit about that?
The origins of the name?
Yeah.
Well, that was the word that was expressed when we hit the blend, just the right mixture. We're trying to think of, is it good? Is it better than good? Is it fantastic? No, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's Insania. Ta-da.
Well, maybe we should try this insane wine.
It's got a minerality to it that's pretty evident. It has a lot of body. It's pretty complex, good structure. It has a bit of tobacco, little leather. It's a deep drinking wine. I would pair this with red meat, definitely.
What grapes are blended into this?
Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Malbec. One of the aspects of winemaking that I love is the blending process. When I show up at the winery, Holly always has the tasting room all set up, and she's got all these hundreds of glasses set out and all these different mixtures sitting there. And I get a pit in the bottom of my stomach because I know it's going to be several days of trying all these different blends and trying to pinpoint which is the right one. And we've got notebooks set out there, and it's a daunting process, but I just love it. It's so challenging to discipline your senses to recognize certain subtleties. I just find it very rewarding.
A couple of years ago, you also introduced a white wine.
Yes, yeah, that was really a fun project to do. I wanted to create a white wine that would really work well with shellfish. I wanted to create something that you could drink on a summer day that would be refreshing, not so overpowering. Holly suggested adding the Semillon to it, to the Sauvignon Blanc, and creating a blend out of that, which was a great idea. When you have it in your glass, it's like drinking a summer day. It just has this beautiful aroma, kind of a citrus aroma. Pineapples come to mind. I find myself just walking around like this all the time in front of my nose because it just smells so good. You just don't want that summer day to end.
What does music mean to you?
Music is my life's work. It's what I've always done and probably always will do. It's a passion for me, and wine is a passion as well that I've recently discovered in the process of actually making it. And it's a lot like music in a sense. You have in music, you have specific notes that you choose, and you blend them together to form a chord, and which is pleasing to your ear. And winemaking is taking specific grapes and blending them together to form a blend that's pleasing to your senses. So it's kind of similar.
Well, I've loved your music for many years, and now it's a great treat to try your wine.
Thank you.